Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, financial prosperity always seems just out of reach? What if I told you that there's a hidden key in ancient texts that could transform your financial life forever? Yes, I'm talking about the Bible, a book that not only addresses faith, but also teaches valuable lessons about wealth and resource management. Now, imagine continuing to ignore these principles while others start applying them and see their lives transform. The fear of being left behind is real. Abraham, Joseph, Solomon, Job, Ruth, Boaz, David, and Lydia all found a path to prosperity through their actions and faith. If you don't start applying these principles today, you might miss the opportunity to build the financial security and peace of mind you've always wanted. Think about it. While you struggle to make your money last until the end of the month, others are building lasting wealth based on ancient, yet powerful, teaching. Don't let a lack of knowledge be the reason you remain stuck in a cycle of financial hardship. Get ready to discover how to apply these biblical teachings in a practical and effective way, and finally achieve the prosperity you deserve. The opportunity is here and now. Don't miss this chance. Abraham, wealth through faith and obedience. Abraham, one of the most fascinating characters in the Bible, is a shining example of how faith and obedience can lead to prosperity. In Genesis 13:10, we see that he was very wealthy in livestock, silver, and gold. This wealth didn't come from worldly effort but from his unwavering trust in God and his willingness to follow his instructions, even when they didn't make sense to human eyes. Imagine trusting so deeply in a divine plan that you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and follow an uncertain path. That's what faith and obedience represent. Today, we can learn from Abraham that true wealth begins with faith. It's not just about believing, but about acting on that belief. You can start small, perhaps by investing time in daily spiritual practices or dedicating yourself to a project with patience and dedication. Additionally, obedience to sound financial principles, like spending less than you earn and investing wisely, can transform your finances. Abraham didn't become wealthy overnight. It was a journey of faith and discipline. The practical application of this teaching is clear. Maintain faith in your financial goals and be obedient to proven strategies. For example, you can create a detailed budget and follow it rigorously, just as Abraham followed divine guidance. Financial prosperity comes from the combination of faith, planning, and disciplined execution. And just as Abraham paved the way to wealth through faith and obedience, we can learn to apply these same principles to achieve our own financial goals. Joseph, strategic planning and management. Joseph is a model of strategic planning and efficient management, as narrated in Genesis 41. During the 7 years of abundance in Egypt, he implemented a plan to store surplus, ensuring that the country would survive the 7 years of famine that followed. This approach not only preserved the nation, but also enriched it, as Egypt was able to sell food to other countries during the crisis. Joseph's example shows how crucial planning and resource management are for lasting prosperity. In today's world, Joseph's lesson can be applied to personal and business financial planning. Creating an emergency fund, for example, is a way to prepare for periods of economic difficulty. Just as Joseph stored grain, we can invest in savings or other liquid assets. Additionally, efficiently managing resources during prosperous times allows you to seize investment opportunities and ensure future growth, guaranteeing financial security and stability. To put this into practice, consider adopting financial management strategies like regularly analyzing your budget and investments. Plan for the future as Joseph did, thinking long-term and diversifying your income sources. A simple example would be allocating a portion of your monthly salary to an emergency fund, and another to investments, ensuring that you're prepared for any eventuality. This way, you not only protect your wealth, but also create opportunities for continued prosperity. Solomon, wisdom and administration. Solomon, celebrated for his wisdom and wealth, is a prime example of how prudent resource management can lead to prosperity. As recorded in 1 Kings 10:23, Solomon surpassed all the kings of the earth in wealth and wisdom. He knew how to manage his kingdom with discernment, promoting the well-being of his people and Israel's economic stability. His approach teaches us that it's crucial to know how to manage wealth wisely, not just accumulate it. Today, Solomon's wisdom can be applied by relentlessly pursuing financial knowledge. Reading books on personal finance, attending investment courses, and seeking advice from experts are practical steps to gain the wisdom needed for efficient resource management. Like Solomon, who continually sought divine wisdom, we can also strive to understand how to manage our finances better to achieve prosperity. Applying these principles, consider implementing a financial control system, such as expense management apps that help monitor and manage your daily finances. A practical example would be using the Mint app to track your spending and investments. Financial wisdom involves not only saving and investing, but also making conscious choices about how and where to spend your money. Following Solomon's example, the combination of wisdom and prudent administration can transform your finances and promote lasting prosperity. Job, resilience, and recovery. Job is a remarkable example of resilience and financial recovery. After losing everything, including his wealth, family, and health, he maintained his faith and integrity. In Job 42:10, we see that God restored Job's fortune, giving him twice as much as he had before. His story teaches us that even in times of financial crisis, resilience and integrity can lead to recovery and prosperity. It's not just about recovering losses, but coming out stronger and better prepared for future challenges. In today's context, Job's resilience can be applied by maintaining a positive and proactive attitude in the face of financial adversity. This can include reevaluating your budget, cutting unnecessary expenses, and looking for new income sources. For example, someone who loses their job can use this opportunity to learn new skills or start their own business. The key is not to give up, even when circumstances seem insurmountable, and to keep looking for ways to improve your situation. To put Job's lesson into practice, consider creating a detailed financial recovery plan. This plan could include renegotiating debts, seeking financial advice, and investing in your professional education. For example, taking online courses on platforms like Coursera or Udemy could open up new career opportunities. Job's story reminds us that recovery is possible, as long as we maintain integrity and determination. With resilience and a strategic approach, we can not only overcome financial crises, but also emerge stronger and more successful. Ruth and Boaz, hard work and generosity. Ruth and Boaz are a powerful example of how hard work and generosity can lead to prosperity. In Ruth 2:4, we see Ruth working tirelessly in Boaz's fields, while he demonstrates great generosity by allowing her to glean on his land and eventually marrying her. The combination of diligent effort and a generous heart not only brought financial security to Ruth, but also integrated her into the lineage of David, and later, Jesus. Applying this lesson today, the value of hard work cannot be overstated. Dedicating yourself fully to your responsibilities, and always striving to deliver the best in any task, can open unexpected doors. Imagine a professional who, like Ruth, goes above and beyond in their work. This kind of dedication can lead to promotions, salary increases, or even new job opportunities. Similarly, the generosity demonstrated by Boaz can be applied through acts of kindness and support for others, creating an environment of reciprocity and cooperation. To implement these principles in your life, consider practices like volunteering or mentoring, where you can offer your time and knowledge to help others achieve their goals. This not only benefits others, but also enriches your own life. Additionally, adopting a strong work ethic and always striving for excellence can transform your professional and financial trajectory. The story of Ruth and Boaz shows us that prosperity is not just about accumulating wealth, but also about how that wealth is generated and shared with others. David, leadership and strategy. David is a classic example of effective leadership and successful strategy. In 1 Chronicles 29:5, we see David gather considerable resources for the construction of the temple, demonstrating not only his leadership ability, but also his strategic planning. He mobilized the people, inspiring them to contribute generously, and demonstrated a clear vision and a detailed plan to achieve his goal. David teaches us that effective leadership and strategy are crucial for accumulating and wisely using resources. In today's context, David's leadership can be applied in various areas, from corporate environments to personal project management. An effective leader inspires and guides their team, setting clear goals and defining a path to achieve them. For example, in a work environment, a manager who communicates well and motivates their employees to give their best can lead to greater productivity and project success. Strategy, on the other hand, involves planning ahead, anticipating challenges, and finding innovative solutions. To put these principles into practice, consider developing your leadership and strategic planning skills. This could include attending leadership courses, such as those offered by Harvard Business School, or reading books on the subject, like The Servant by James C. Hunter. Additionally, practice setting clear goals and creating detailed action plans to achieve them. David's story reminds us that with effective leadership and well-crafted strategy, we can accomplish great things and promote prosperity in our lives and those around us. Lydia, entrepreneurship and hospitality. Lydia is an inspiring figure of entrepreneurship and hospitality in the Bible. In Acts 16:14-15, we learn that Lydia was a dealer in purple cloth, a lucrative business at the time, and used her wealth to support the apostles, offering her home as a place of lodging and meeting. Her story illustrates how entrepreneurship can be a source of prosperity and how hospitality can expand our influence and positive impact on the community. Lydia teaches us that wealth can be built through hard work and used to support greater causes. Today, the principles exemplified by Lydia can be applied through the creation and management of your own business. For those aspiring to entrepreneurship, it's crucial to identify a market niche and offer quality products or services. For example, someone might start an online business selling handmade products or offering consultancy in an area of expertise. Additionally, hospitality can be applied by creating support and collaboration networks, offering time and resources to help other entrepreneurs and community members. To follow Lydia's example, consider investing in your business education, such as through entrepreneurship courses available on platforms like Coursera or Sebre. Developing a solid business plan and seeking mentorship from experienced entrepreneurs can help establish and grow your venture. Hospitality, in turn, can be practiced by organizing networking events or offering your home for business meetings. Lydia's story shows us that entrepreneurship, combined with generosity and hospitality, can not only generate wealth but also strengthen the community around us. Have you ever stopped to think that prosperity can be much more than just a financial concept? Imagine living in a world where your faith and daily actions not only sustain your life, but also enrich it in unexpected ways. Abraham, Joseph, Solomon, Job, Ruth, Boaz, David, and Lydia. These names are not just biblical figures, but true examples of how eternal principles can be applied to our modern lives to achieve lasting and meaningful prosperity. Start applying these principles in your life right now. How can you today start acting with more faith and obedience like Abraham? Or maybe plan and manage your resources with Joseph's strategy? Remember, Job's resilience shows that even in the worst crises, it's possible to rise again. Ruth and Boaz's hard work and generosity teach us that prosperity comes with effort and an open heart. David's effective leadership and strategy show us that great things are achieved with vision and planning. And finally, Lydia's entrepreneurship and hospitality remind us that wealth can also be built and shared with a personal and welcoming touch. So, what are you waiting for? Start now to transform your financial and personal life. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't miss any of our upcoming videos, where we'll continue exploring how you can apply these biblical principles to achieve a prosperous and full life. And don't forget to leave your comments with your questions, your experiences, and how you've been applying these teachings in your life. Let's go on this journey of transformation together.